The Pentagon said conflict between the United States, U.S., and China was inevitable. However, the U.S. Department of Defense stressed that both sides must do their part to avoid unnecessary escalation of tensions. This was conveyed by U.S. Deputy Secretary of Defense Kathleen Hicks. The United States and China have every reason to communicate with each other. Extreme rivalry doesn't always equal conflict, which both sides want to prevent, continued Hicks, speaking at a virtual event hosted by the Aspen Institute, a Washington, D.C.-based think tank, on Friday. President Biden has stated that while there will be extreme competition between the United States and China, we need not have conflict. In advancing American interests, we anticipate the U.S. military will often be a supporting player for diplomatic, economic and other tools. The core value of the military is demonstrating the will and ability to credibly deter PRC, People's Republic of China, aggression. This will put us in the best position to avoid conflict. In the extreme, where our vital interests are threatened, we will ensure the ability of the United States to fight and win, he added. Hicks warned that China now has the economic, military and technological capabilities to challenge the international system and American interests in its using a variety of tools. From routine statecraft through the use of sharp force or gray zone tactics, to the potential for sustained combat operations and an expanded and capable nuclear enterprise. Hicks also pointed to the People's Republic of China's growing military, space and cyber capabilities. He then stressed the importance of U.S. alliances, particularly the U.S.-Japan partnership, which he suggested was based on shared values and a history of shared sacrifice. Hicks did not say what steps the U.S. side would take to prevent an escalation with China. The deputy Pentagon chief's comments come after a series of recent escalations against China by the Biden administration, including a dramatic increase in the number of so-called freedom of navigation operations in or near Chinese waters, an increase in the U.S. military presence in the Indo-Pacific region in general, sanctions China's alleged genocide in Xinjiang, the escalating trade and technology war, and claims that Beijing has crushed pro-democracy activists in Hong Kong and is preparing to attack Taiwan. China has denied all charges against him and urged the U.S. to consider its own conduct, both at home and abroad, before attacking the RRC. On Thursday, after President Biden's Wednesday speech to members of the U.S. House of Representatives in which he said America is competing with China and other countries to win the 21st century, China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs stated that it was natural for the two sides to compete in some areas. This competition should be like competing against each other for excellence in the field of competition, not beating each other in the wrestling arena, the ministry said. The ministry later denounced its claims about China's unfair trade practices, saying it was the U.S. side that had violated fair competition market principles and politicized issues such as the environment, technology and trade. Beijing will resolutely safeguard its sovereignty, security and development interests, now and in the future. On Thursday, China's Ministry of Defense reported a dramatic increase in America's provocative behavior near China, and told the U.S. to step back and stop increasing regional militarization and threatening regional peace and stability.